switch. We amended a plat and did a rezone faster to
Do we need to continue the item 7?
So I was ready with a short presentation if there were members of the public that came anyway, but since no one's here, you actually don't have to do anything because we've re-noticed it completely, so you don't even need to continue it or anything.
Okay, then we'll turn the time over to you, Kimber, for item number 8.
Oh, Director's
Discussion of
report.
code and vision.
Oh, code and vision. So we don't really have a lot to talk about tonight. We have a lot of amendments coming. We're having a work session on them. The packet is close to being ready to come. A couple hiccups that we're working out. You're also going to see a couple more sign code amendments. You know, we had an extensive discussion, you'll remember, about real estate signs. It's not doing anything. Okay. Just close that.
Sorry.
We're good. We don't need that. Okay. We had an extensive discussion about the temporary signs in the residential zones. Remember where we were wanting to allow real estate signs? That's the only zone area we talked about it. So now we have some commercial properties that would like some real estate signs, and we went. So we are going to be adding that language as well here shortly. So you're going to see a few more cleanups come so that's really it in terms of code and vision. We are having a work session with the council on their next meeting, assuming it doesn't get pushed back because of their schedule on accessory dwelling units. So we're going to have that discussion with them as well, and then be bringing back quite a bit to you. So that's that.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's move on to item number 9. I was not available during this meeting, so I will not be voting. I will entertain a motion unless we have some corrections you want to make.
Do.
Anybody have corrections?
We do.
Okay.
And I'm going to read from my notes, not from the minutes. On page 1 of 6, the last sentence needs to be recorded rather than recoded. One of 6. Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Recorded. Looks like it has been corrected.
It looks like it has been, because that's where it was. Okay, you've got me saying that I didn't want the sign on above the tower, and I didn't want it on the top of the tower. A little bit of difference there. 4. Oh, okay. This would have been, there were 2 separate hearings. So this would have been on the signs. Okay, now we get in here. I'm not even finding where the signs are now. Okay, now I am. Oh, let's see. Commissioner Steele was right here, above the tower. Right. I said at the top of the tower, not up. And the top, there's you need to go through and capitalize Legacy Farms, and Papa's Express Car Wash should be capitalized. That's it.
How many cameras are on you? Just kidding. That should be a lot on me. Okay. You have all your corrections in there? Commissioner Steele?
I'm sorry.
Did you get all your corrections in?
Yes. It was
Okay.
capitalizations and such.
Any other corrections? Okay, I'll entertain a motion.
I move that we forward a positive recommendation for the Planning Commission minutes from August 25th, 2016 to City Council
With
with corrections as noted by Commissioner Steele.
We have a
Second.
motion. Do we have a second? We have a second. Any question on the motion?
Yes. Are you forwarding a recommendation or are you approving them? Right?
I can,
It's a recommendation to
this, right?
approve.
Approving? Okay, good, just making sure.
I am approving, I forward that we, or move that
I
we
second.
forward an approval. That we just, I move that we approve the minutes from
I
August 25th.
second.
Do we have another question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Oh, excuse me. I'm taking my vote out. I was not there. Any opposed? Okay. Turn the time over to Kimber for reports of action. Do we have any commission comments?
Just one. We've got a box van that's on the south east corner of Redwood and the crossing. And it's been there for a month or more. It's on private property, I think. Oh, yeah, it's advertising solar. Oh, and by the way, the blooming signs that were on the Redwood Road, all but two are gone. Yes.
Good. All right, let's turn the time over to Kimber before Director's
I
report.
had one comment.
Oh, sorry.
Just wanted to thank the city for mowing the train berm at the Shea Park. It looks tremendously better. I know it was a big complaint in my neighborhood.
All right, Director's report.
All right, so, again, with the internet not working, I'm having a hard time getting to the common drive to look at your agenda tracker, but I can tell you what the council did last Tuesday, so it was just a couple days ago. They approved the Legacy Farms Community Plan Amendment for the floodplain. They denied the Legacy Farms Community Plan Amendment for signage. They approved Legacy Farms Village Plan plats, Village Plan 3, the subdivision plats within there. They also approved Mount Saratoga. Now, the Mount Saratoga plan did change after you saw it. The council continued it at their last meeting and had some changes, recommendations, and they brought the multifamily percentage down to 27% to match the referendum. So that's fairly exciting moving forward with that project. The council also approved the code amendments that you forwarded recently, everything except the signs. They want to work on electronic signs and park signs a little bit more. So you may see some of that again if it becomes too much of a change from what you recommended, and we'll bring it all back in one packet. Or if we can work out the details and it's not too crazy in terms of changes, we'll just let you know what ended up passing. They also approved an interlocal agreement with HUD, that Department of Housing and Urban Development, for participation in potentially getting some community development block grants. They also approved the Madison Meadows preliminary plat and the pump station plat, or pump station conditional use permit and site plan. The applicant agreed to provide some xeriscaping and trees. The council recommended trees instead of grass to avoid the need to mow. In terms for maintenance for the city, but they did require landscaping up along the sidewalk as you recommended. And then with that, your next meeting on the 22nd, one second, let me just look. You are going to see the Saratoga Springs 4 Church site plan again. They're doing a major amendment to add some floor space. It's only major because it's changing the footprint. The rest of the site plan remains about the same, so hopefully that'll be straightforward. You are also seeing a site plan conditional use permit for a pump station down at the marina. And you are also going to have your first public hearing on wildflower. So you're up for that one. And
On the 22nd?
on the 22nd. Yep. And there are a couple other little items that might be on there, but those are the main items that you'll be looking at that evening. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Without objection, we're adjourned.
Hayden, you need to ask her what they did with the backyards.
What they ended up doing with backyards, really quick, they passed it basically as written, with the exception that if you're going to have weeds as your ground cover, you have to have full privacy fence. So, there you go. Good stuff.
What happened to the gas station? Should have been said in the closed session.